get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden.
All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Check right, check right. Hey, switch, switch, switch. 3. Mike, 53. Why? Who? Mike. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch that, watch that, watch that. He's coming. We got number.
On play action, Mariota. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on. And that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Colts' 46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Charlie. Slam, slam, slam. And 58 is a mic.
Here's Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Where are they, team? 3. Go, go, go. Alpha. 53. 53. Mike. Watch the run. They're running it. One.
Mariota hands to Henry, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check safety. One.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit. Since they...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. James Conner taking it in, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Screen 90. Let's go, Mexico.
In your face.
On 1st down, Hines trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Luck looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Check out. 40. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
It's going to be a long day, offense. 3. Let's go. Nice 7. Let's go. 53. Mike, 53. Too little, Cupcake. Check. One. Check. 53.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Mariota gives to Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and 1, Mariota.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
3.
From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check. 53's Mike. I'm not ready. What up? 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. What up?
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 53's the Mike. One. Man.
Throwing, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, Hines. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check, 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 check. 3.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Luck now to throw. corks one for Davis. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
First down, Indianapolis.
Hey, check out. Ready? 54. Right, 54. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Hines. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Check out. 54. Got one.
This is Hines. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Check out.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the 50, it's long. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Come, baby.
3rd and long here for Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Colts have taken the lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs, punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Ricky.
To throw is Mariota. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Check. Lucky.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
53. Here we go. Wall. Get wall. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 3. 53's the Mike. 53. Exit. 3. You go, night.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. From the red zone now, Mariota. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Locke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty soon, fellas. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to his running back Connor. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Mariota steps away. That's complete to Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. It's going to be a scene 6. That's going to be a long day. Mike, 53.
Mariota on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's go. Number 53, Mike. One. Check tight. Echo. Check.
Again, it's Henry. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is caught by Robinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go! At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now Locke. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Mike, 53. 53.
Here's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Pull it together. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Rabbit.
Mariota. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
53, check 53. Bring it.
First down, Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it's Henry. And an alley to run. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it again with Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, They often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Allen Robinson, 76 yards. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. The point after threw the raindrops up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 43 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Let's go. At 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. And let's pin it.
On third down, Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Charlie.
The Titans go. It's Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry for Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Watch the screen. Pass.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. This is Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So with the lead now at 4, they'll try to go for 2 to at least get it to 6 with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that one... oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Mike. Mike. All day, baby, all day.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Tennessee, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash, honey yard, dash. They slept on the team, now they they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. There's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the jets, the coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash. 100 yard dash.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute